You're standing on the runners, and the only sounds are the swishing of the snow going underneath the runners, the breathing of your dogs, and the jingling of the harness on their collars. It's a moment that you can't recreate anywhere else. We're so lucky to live in Gleason. It is just, I mean, the trails, the community. My neighbors were out there supporting us today. Gotta wave to them every time I go by. I'm lucky to live here. Lincoln County is amazing. And they put up with this crazy dog lady. They love getting hugs. I love my community of Merrill. It's where I was born and raised. But Gleason has so many opportunities to offer for those that love to be outside. Mountain bike trails, so many miles of ice age trails, ATV, UTV trails. There's rivers, the Wisconsin Prairie River, then you have the lakes. So it's really quite scenic. Most mushers aren't very successful if they do it alone. It is a sport that you can enjoy greatly with your family. My dad still trains with me. When my husband's at work, he will come over and help me hook up my teams.
Well, I first got introduced to dog sledding up in Anchorage, Alaska for the Fur Rendezvous. And I figured, well, let's see what the town has to offer. That's when I saw my first dog sled race, and I had never seen anything like it. And I had never seen such chaos.
When you have a support crew of mom and dad and brothers and husband, it's pretty awesome. You can't go wrong when your family is there to support you. Mushing can be many things. We happen to do sprint racing, and what that is we take anywhere from one dog up to an open team, which is as many dogs as you want. There are many different styles of mushing. We do the sprint, which is as fast as you can go over a short distance. Mid-distances, of course, longer distances. And then long distance, they camp on the trail.
You love running.
I like my nice, soft, warm bed, so that's not for me.
Louis, come. I know you're saying hello.
Both Mel and I are very competitive. That's where I get my big thrill from, is two-dog bike touring. That's my thing. I say it's the only thing that's as intense as an open team is running a two-dog bike. It's so fast, it's so, there's no room for mistake on that at all. You're running at speeds that only the most elite mountain bikers can ride at. Just an amazing adrenaline rush.
Luja. She's like, yes. My relationship with my lead dog, Luja, I got her from a mid-distance kennel when she was like 6.5 weeks old. He's my lead dog too. He's a little jealous. This is Boysen. Dude, I gotta talk about Luja. I'm sorry. Her drive is insane. Like, when I say drive, that's her willingness to give it her all. You see those athletes, you're like, how do they do that? That's how I am with Lucia. I'm like, how does she do that? She has so much drive in her. And that's not something I taught them. That's their amazing bloodlines. They're Alaskan Huskies, and their bloodlines come out of Alaska from the Iditarod.
Like Floyd out in the dog yard, he's actually Lucia's half brother, and he's just a happy big boy, and he seems to know what you're thinking all the time. Unlike Lucia here, she's putting on a big show. She can be a crab a lot of times, and she's crabby. Floyd, he's just happy all the time.
So we have 25 sled dogs, and a lot of them are retired, and they have a a wonderful heated barn that they can hang out in the winter and a nice cooled area in the summer.
We have a last stop kennel that if a dog comes in here, he's got a place for the rest of his life. So we end up with a lot of old dogs a lot of times. They got a home for life here.
What I love about it is the dogs. Anyone that has a pet knows that they love you no matter what. It just so happens that they've helped me to be a better athlete because they love to run, and I want to be part of their team, not just someone getting pulled around behind them.
The dogs themselves are so dedicated not only to the musher, but to the sport. When dogs know they're getting harnessed, they are so excited. It's like watching kids at a recess.
We've been in this for 30 years because we love it. If you only go to win, you're missing out on the heart of the sport, which is the dogs, the beauty of the trails, the weather that you're out in. If we lost every race, we'd still be going because we love doing what we do with our dogs.